Good afternoon, Year 10, and welcome to our ASL Assembly this week. It is Tuesday the 5th of May, and I hope you're all well. As always then, we've got our thinking points from the week just gone, and it was week 2 of summer term 2. I've asked you to think about how was week 2, how did it go? How are you adapting to virtual school? What do you enjoy about virtual school? There are lots of you engaging on there. We can see loads of you are working really hard. I think some of you really like the virtual school. So I just want you to think about what you do enjoy about it. Is it you like having your own independence? You like using technology? You like managing your time a bit more? But also, what do you miss about school? So I know while there are positives to virtual school, a lot of us really want to be back at school. So what do you miss about Aldersley? What do you miss about being in the classroom? Is it simply just being around your friends and seeing your friends every day and socialising with them? Is it that you miss, even as weird as it sounds now, being sat in a lesson with a teacher explaining the concepts to you rather than you having to go through it yourself? So just a few things to think about and reflect on this week. Okay, as you know, we had our challenge introduced last week, and that is the Go for Gold challenge. I always have to do a big build up to this because it is so exciting, and loads of you have been getting involved with this week, and even today, as I record this, we've got people turning gold right this second. So as I told you about last week, we are challenging ourselves to go for gold in this summer term. And what that means is you have to complete different challenges, really simple ones to start with, such as going on to your lessons and having a go at them, through to even more challenging ones, such as completing past papers. And for every challenge that you complete that is on our spreadsheet, you turn them gold and you can then win prizes. These rewards obviously include things like early lunches, pizza parties, shopping vouchers, all sorts going on. So please remember to head over to our Year 10 students page to see updates. Myself, Miss Pritchard, update you about 3 times a week. So see if things have changed today as the assembly goes live. Just want to remind you as well, I know I went through this last week, but just why we're doing this, because I know loads of you are working really hard and you feel even the pressure from home sometimes about your GCSEs and things. So I don't want you to think of this as something extra. It is something to reward you for the things that you're already doing. So the challenge has been created to reward you, especially the students that are working hard. We want to recognise that. So you're going to be getting gold anyway if you're doing everything that we expect. It's also to motivate you. So for some of you, you know you're the kind of person you need that little push, you need a little incentive. So that's going to be perfect for you, and it's absolutely fine if that's you. To also ensure you're achieving your target grade. So even though we're not at school, we still are aiming for those GCSEs next year. We want to get you your target grade so you can go on anywhere you want to go to. And it's also going to give you a taster of Year 11. As you know, we have lots of exciting things coming up in Year 11. And yeah, so we want to give you a little taster of it now in Year 10. Just a few tips then, you might want to consider which staff member is going to be able to turn challenges gold. I've had a few emails this week saying, Miss, can you turn this gold? No, I can't, because I am not your science teacher or I am not your maths teacher. They need to do it and sign it off for you. So remind them to do so, as I've said here, politely. Obviously, teachers are not robots. We've got loads of things we're doing, like we're planning your lessons, we're marking work and stuff. So it might not be instantly you see it, but if you ask them, they will do it. Keep your eyes peeled as well, because obviously, as I've said, we're going to be updating the tracker and letting you know all the time, as often as we can. But also think about if there's any evidence you might need to save. So some of you have seen, especially for your option subjects with open, have said, Miss, I've done that. And the teacher says, well, okay, well, show me then. And you haven't been able to prove it. So make sure you are considering the evidence you're going to need and you're able to prove those things, especially for the open. They're really important. So a few people I want to highlight this week then. Obviously we have our SLT Students of the Week, which are shared daily by our senior leader team, but there's also a few other people that have been cropping up as doing fantastic work. So you may have seen the Mathematician of the Week, which Miss Keogh posts every week, and well done to Will, Jem, Ellie, Madison V, Sophie, Josh, Jack and Stevie Lee, who have all won Mathematician of the Week this week, so well done, that's great news. We've also had great work in history and geography this week, which I'm really glad to see. So well done to Ahmed and Lee, who have really impressed over in EBAC. And also, I guess this is kind of a lesson superstar, but she didn't pick cooking and catering, although she's now saying she kind of wishes she did, and I can see why. Holly has made the most amazing cake ever, and she's made us all drool over on Twitter. I think Miss Pritchard was insanely jealous that Holly couldn't deliver this to her house. So it's so amazing. Holly's making cakes to raise money for her trip to Kenya. So any fundraising she can do, she's doing, and I'm really proud of her. So well done, all of you, if you have appeared on here this week. There's lots more of you, but I just wanted to highlight these few students especially. So top students and Form 4 points then. These students have all smashed the reward points this week. Well done to Abdul, Ahmed, Omar, Christian, Alex T, Sophie, Charlie, Simran, Saj and Daria. God, it's the boys doing it this week, isn't it? So well done, especially to Sophie, our only girl in there. Come on, girls, we need to make sure we're on this board, please. So big well done, especially Charlie. This is your first time up on the leaderboard. You're really impressive in virtual school, so big well done to you. But also a really big well done again to Mrs. Thomas's form. Again, you're doing her so proud. I see loads of you online on Teams active and interacting. Let's see if we can beat Miss Thomas's form, please, because she's been on this leaderboard now for a good few weeks. But well done to that form. Well done as well to all of the students who have been getting reward points and praise in your lessons. We see all of it and we're so proud of you. Now it's time for the ASL Student of the Week, and I feel really lucky because I get to come in and out of all of your virtual lessons on Teams, whether it's in PE, when Miss Dooner set the girls a workout, whether it's in science and Miss Thompson is live on a whiteboard playing hangman to guess science keywords. I see all of it and it's absolutely brilliant, the work that you are doing for the members of staff, and I know they're really impressed. The student I really want to highlight this week is someone who in school could work really hard if they wanted to, but they didn't always want to. And coming on virtual school has made them, I think, reevaluate things a little bit, and they are trying really hard. I don't want them to feel like they have to be perfect, even though we all feel that pressure, because no one's perfect, but they are making so much progress and we are so proud of them as a team, and they should be proud of themselves. So a really big well done to Stevie Lee. Well done, Stevie Lee, we're really proud of you. Keep it up, keep going. And now for our head of year student of the week. So Miss Thompson has been calling home, speaking to lots of you, speaking to your parents and carers, and it's a tough job, I think, because she's sat there, bless her, I know with her son probably right now listening to this, on the phone a lot, speaking to you, probably waking some of you up in the morning, probably a bit grumpy with her. But there is a student who Miss says whenever she calls is always polite and respectful and is just a pleasure to talk to. They're working really hard on Teams. So a big thank you and a big well done to Jake. Well done, Jake, and thank you for being so respectful. Okay, the last thing I want to draw your attention on, in case you have been living under a rock, is the Year 10 song battle that takes place every week on our Year 10 Older Students page. Now, this all started because Mrs. Thompson loves her music, as do I, and she was posting motivational songs for you every day, and she said, I know, Miss Dooner, let's have a competition, let's see who can get the most likes. So we did, and that week we drew 2-2, and then obviously because it was so good, Miss Pritchard, Miss Bird, Miss Butler and Miss Huntington have now got involved, and every day we compete to see who can get the most likes on our songs, but now we've made it more sophisticated thanks to Miss Pritchard, and we have a poll every day. Now I know loads of you get involved with this. We've had up to 50 of you every day voting, but I want to get more. I want to get even more. So if you haven't already, if you look at break time on the Year 10 students page, you will see different song choices, and all we need you to do is have a little listen as you're eating your break, having your crisps, whatever you're doing, and listen and decide which is your favourite song that day, and then vote for that teacher. So yeah, it's entirely up to you. Obviously I want you to vote for me, so vote for me, thank you. But yeah, head over. Okay, that's it for our ASL Assembly today. Just to leave you with our Go for Gold challenge, because I really want you to keep this in your head. Thinking then ahead over the next week, can you go for gold this week? What challenges can you get signed off? And I'd be particularly interested in the open challenges that you can get signed off. So remember the second tab on the spreadsheet I showed you on Assembly last week, if you want to go back and look. What challenges can you get signed off this week? Some of you are getting gold in the early stages, some of you are starting to get gold if you look just for interacting on our Year 10 teams page, so that could be an easy one you get signed off if you want to. Otherwise, have a lovely week. Any problems, you know where we are, you know who you can contact. There's myself, Mrs. Thompson, or any of the Year 10 team. And yes, stay safe.